So right when he said, "Are you in this car?" When that spirit said that, I was actually feeling a spirit that went around the car, and I felt something next to me at one point in time. And then suddenly, in the back of the car, the bear, the Boo Buddy bear that we use on investigations, um, started to talk. Now, mind you, before we started live streaming, the bear was also talking, not just the lanterns. I forgot to mention that at Shelton, but the bear was actually talking to us, and it only will talk to you if a spirit is touching it or is around. So also what happened when we were there at Union, was we asked about Early. Now, in my first visit to Union Cemetery, we communicated with Early. Now, Early Kellogg is a spirit there that died a traumatic death and was burned alive. And people say that they will see him through red eyes at the cemetery. So we decided to have a dowsing rod session there with my copper rods. And we saw a orb fly in the midair, just flying around. It was a pretty good sized orb, and I tried to take a picture, but it disappeared, unfortunately. And so we tried to communicate again, and we've done communication with him before. And we've gotten answers that were actually appeared at Stephanie Cemetery. And it's funny, that night, in the backseat of our car, we heard the Boo Buddy go off in the back of the car. And so we got answers in the obelisk that were saying burn and things that were related to, like, Early. And then another thing that occurred was we decided to end the night with what everybody has been waiting for. I've been talking about on my channel. I live streamed it, and we went to go to Naugatuck River to follow up on our investigation. And the girls, I believe, still communicate with me to this day. And I believe that they are crying out because they want justice. And they know that I can help them in some way, because I can feel things. And even though I'm what you call a clairsentient medium, I still am able to see things and feel things from spirits and those that need to communicate. And so we went there, and Ryan was using GhostTube and everything, and I was live streaming. Unfortunately, the live stream ended when I was trying to show more of the answers, but Karen came through again, not just on the obelisk, she came through on GhostTube. We asked if that was her, and it said yes. And she told me about how she was killed, and she just said, rope, and she was talking about that. And then I got an answer on my obelisk pop up, and it said jumped. So Jessica was trying to come through. And then it said abused. And then both on the obelisk as well as my obelisk started to pop up justice on both of our obelisks. And we asked questions hoping to get a hold of Bree, who I've seen in my head as a vision of her. And we asked if that was her, and it said maybe. We got an answer about somebody named Randy and swimming. And I'm wondering if Randy was one of the guys that went to go swim at that area to go and find the bodies. I still don't know to this day, but I feel like they continually reach out because they want our help. So if I do another follow-up for y'all, you'll see it on my channel. But that was quite an investigation, and it was very successful and very intense. Another thing that I felt was I felt my chest tightening at night, and